Okay, so my name is Brock Ballou, and this is my coaching philosophy for kinesiology 3840. I'm an exercise science major. So my initial coaching philosophy, it was very basic. It was from kind of established from the watching the other coaches that I'd been coached under previously and assistant coaches. And so this was kind of, this emphasized the team as itself in the beginning stages, in the beginning of the season, coming together and evaluating our wants and needs and evaluating the different players and their different levels of performance. And so this also, I would be emphasizing my communication between the players. And this would be just talking to my players and being encouraging and understanding and just kind of talking to my players to understand what their wants and needs are out of the season and out of their performance throughout the season. And also, I would have some disciplinary standards in there when need be. And this would also include just reviewing our past performances and games and practices so we could better our performance in the future. Okay, so through my reflection journals in Module 3, it was focusing on self-confidence. And this would be done through the competitive process and performance goals. And so this will be me focusing on their improving their performance and the outcome of their performance. And so this will be just them focusing on improving their self-confidence, and that in turn will aid in improving their performance. And this will also limit their lack of self-confidence. So in addition to this, in Module 5, we learned about positive self-talk, and this would be me focusing on the the present performance and what they can do in the present rather than what they did in the past or what they may do in the future and their performances in both respectively. And this will also involve optimism, coaching optimism into their upcoming performance through the present and their present performance. In Module 6, we learned about the self-determination theory and intrinsic and extrinsic motivations, and that will involve me evaluating what my players' intrinsic and extrinsic motivations are before the season and just throughout the season. And this should mitigate the negative self-talk through them identifying what their goals are. In addition, in Module 8, we talked about the inverted U concept. And so this will be me allowing my players to reach the optimum amount of arousal for themselves and so that their performance can peak. And this will also include stress relieving techniques like problem and emotion management. So this incorporating the reflection journals and some other modules into how my philosophy has changed. So from the original, I've now added like confidence techniques, and this should boost my players' thoughts and their current and past and possible future performances, and allow them to focus on their performance in the present rather than like the past and the future. And this will also involve, at the beginning of the season, a mental preparation plan. And this will also be evaluated throughout the season. So in addition, my coaching philosophy will incorporate the intrinsic and extrinsic motivations that my players have, which will be periodically reviewed in addition to the beginning of the season being reviewed. And this just kind of help them understand, them and myself understand their goals and how the best way to reach them is. In addition, the inverted U concept will be now incorporated into my coaching philosophy. And this will be me giving pep talks to my players like before practices and before games. And this will just allow them to reach the appropriate amount of arousal so that their performance can peak. To conclude, for my final coaching philosophy, I will just kind of evaluate my players' goals before the season. That's kind of plays into the intrinsic and extrinsic motivations, and just kind of what they want to do and achieve performance-wise and then outcome-wise. And then I'll also encourage some of the things listed below, notably positive self-talk, stress relieving technique, and mental skills training. In addition to this, I'll incorporate a mental preparation plan, which will be begin at the beginning of the season and progress throughout the season through the end of the season. And in addition to some of the other items or the subjects below, like allowing them to be in the zone and to develop mental toughness will also be some things that will be incorporated into my final coaching philosophy. And so that should be my coaching philosophy. Thank you.